How's it going, everybody? This is Cameron White with White Light Astrology, giving you guys your full moon horoscope for Cancer, my crabs. So, this full moon is going to be happening on Wednesday, October 24th, at about noontime local. And this is going to be in your 11th house. So the 11th house has a lot to do with friends, affiliates, who you're kind of associating with, a lot of humanitarian stuff, I can't say that word, so I'm not going to even try. Anyway, this full moon is a pretty big deal. It's not only highlighting Uranus, because it's on top of Uranus, but it's in Taurus, so it's again highlighting Venus and Scorpio. So just like what we talked about in your new moon in Libra horoscope, this Venus retrograde in Scorpio has been really getting you guys to get more focused and get more clear on what you really want to create, what you really value as far as fifth house things go, where Venus is retrograding. The fifth house has a lot to do with kids, has a lot to do with art, music, creativity, romance, love, sex, has a lot to do with the funner things in life. And as Venus is retrograding in Scorpio, yeah, it could be a little bit difficult right now. You're maybe not having so much fun, but you're also probably a lot more specific about the things that you are enjoying. As Venus retrogrades through this part of your chart, you're really realizing a lot more of having a lot more value placed in the specific things of what you want to create. But as the sun enters Scorpio, which is going to be the day before this full moon, the sun's going to be in this fifth house. So the fifth house is going to be more of the key theme for you for this next month. The full moon is going to be in the 11th house of friendships, of other people, of who you're surrounding yourself with. And as the full moon happens, the moon's going to go right into Taurus. It's going to conjunct Uranus, where you're going to maybe want to surround yourself with other people. Maybe kind of break up the stagnation that of who you've been associating yourself with. With Uranus in your 11th house, friends are kind of like not necessarily up and down, but kind of erratic. Your friends could be kind of all over the place. Who you're associating yourself with could be all over the place too. And you're really starting to figure out, okay, since my friendships and who I'm associating with is kind of all over the place, let me get more specific about what I value and what I want out of those friendships in order to move forward. This full moon, as it conjuncts Uranus, is going to be kind of like, okay, I'm realizing who I need to surround myself with. I'm realizing that this isn't what I want. And as the moon then becomes full, it opposes the sun exactly. This is going to be a big realization of like, okay, this is what I want to surround myself with. This is what I really want, and getting very clear and specific about it. Now, this full moon is also squaring the nodes. The nodes are at 1 degree Leo, 1 degree Aquarius, and with the North Node in Leo being in your guys' second house, you guys have been really wanting to chase. It's like the North Node transiting your second house. It's like you want to be more focused on money. You want to be more focused on what you have and what you possess. And this full moon's asking you guys, if you want to possess more of this confidence, more of this bravado, more of this Leo stuff, having more passion, having more power and integrity in your life, where do you need to associate yourself with in order to achieve that? Who do you need to be? Not necessarily saying be anyone other than yourself, but how more specific do you need to be of yourself? How do you need to be more of yourself in order to achieve that? Now, this full moon is also trining Saturn. Venus is going to be sextiling Saturn. The sun's sextiling Saturn. A lot of good Saturn energy right now. Saturn's been in your guys' 7th house where it comes to relationships, both on a romantic level, a personal level, a friendship level, whatever is a one-on-one relationship. So with Saturn being in your guys' 7th house, where it's kind of making relationships a very serious and structured thing right now, it's opposing your guys' ascendant, where it's kind of like it's a pretty big deal right now for you guys to kind of get your shit together with people that you love, people that you want to work with. This full moon is kind of being like, hey, who do you need to surround yourself with? How do you need to be more specific of where you place your energy in order to establish more of that discipline, more of that maturity, more of the Saturn type themes with relationships, which Saturn, is not only maturity, discipline, limits, structures, routine. Like Saturn wants you to solidify and concrete things. So this full moon is really asking you guys, who do you want to surround yourself with? How do you need to be more specific about it? And how can you apply that in relationships in a very serious and mature way? And as it squares this North Node and the South Node energy, where do you need to, you got to step away from this Aquarius energy. You don't have to isolate yourself. You don't have to alienate yourself. Step in more to that power. You guys possess that Leo energy of confidence, of the light being expressed from you guys. Step more into that role and realize that you guys have a lot of people to work with, and you also have only, I don't want to say only so much energy to work with, but Venus is in retrograde in Scorpio. You guys don't want to fuck with anything unless it's really about what you want to do. So with that being said, I think you guys are going to have a really good full moon comparative to a lot of other people. But that's what I got for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'll be seeing you for your November horoscopes.